You can save as much as you want into your pension, but if it exceeds the lifetime allowance, you're going to be hit with a hefty tax charge. In 2022-23, the lifetime allowance is stuck at £1,073,100 and it is now frozen at that level until 2026. Of course, you are also limited to the annual contribution level that you can pay, and that's the annual allowance. But anyway, back to the lifetime allowance. Any amount you have in your pension above the lifetime allowance is subject to a tax charge when you withdraw the money. This is called the pension lifetime allowance charge. And it's important to know that the lifetime allowance relates to the amount that you can draw out from your pensions, not the amount that you can pay in, although the two are obviously linked. This is important because it takes into account pension growth and, of course, other factors such as tax relief. This means it is possible to exceed the lifetime allowance by accident, and if you suspect your total pension savings, including any final salary or defined benefit pensions, are approaching the limit, then my advice is seek some financial advice to work out whether you should continue to save. If your pension goes above the allowance, your pension provider should let you know in writing. But remember, of course, most people have more than one pension, so it's more likely that you'll exceed the lifetime allowance across your pots rather than with just one pension pot. It's up to you to regularly review the value of all your pensions to ensure that you remain within the lifetime allowance. It's not a problem if you go over, it's just that you want to be aware of the tax consequences. This is something I do for all my clients, and if you have an advisor, get them to do it. Otherwise, simply contact each one of your pension providers and get a valuation. Your pensions are only normally tested for the lifetime allowance when you start to take your pension. You can ask your pension providers how much of the lifetime allowance that you have already used at any time. Defined benefits or final salary plans or retirement plans are valued in a different way. If you know the annual amount of your pension when you take it, you can work out its total value by multiplying the figure, the benefit they're paying, by 20. Also add in the value of any tax-free lump sum. Now, what do you do if you've exceeded it? Well, if you do exceed the allowance, any extra tax you owe will be deducted from your pension by your provider before you receive the money. So you haven't got to find it, it's going to come from your pension. You'll need to report this tax on your self-assessment tax return. So how is the charge actually applied? Well, the lifetime allowance charge is a one-off charge each time you withdraw some money from your pension pot, or if you haven't withdrawn it at age 75 or on your death, whichever comes earlier. It's 25% if your pension is paid as an income, so if you buy an annuity or you take an income drawdown, or it's 55% if you take your pension pot as a lump sum. The charge can be applied in either two ways or a combination of both, depending on how you take the excess benefits above the lifetime allowance. Let's take a look at an example. If your pension pot totals $1,200,000, then the excess above the lifetime allowance is $126,900. If you withdraw this money as a lump sum, it's taxed at 55%, so you're going to pay £69,795 in tax. If you withdraw it in another way, which includes through drawdown or as an uncrystallised funds pension lump sum, which is known as the UFPLS, or when buying an annuity, your tax bill is going to be $31,725. You're also going to have to pay your marginal rate of income tax, so 40% or 20% depending on what rate of income tax you pay. So thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I'm Justin King. I'm a chartered and certified financial planner, and my aim is to help you live a successful life. And in my experience, that often involves understanding your money. I host a podcast called the Retirement Cafe Podcast. You might like to tune into that. Check out the description below for a link to that. Or if you want, you can sign up for my weekly newsletter, which is packed with inspiration and tips for a successful retirement. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press the like button and of course subscribe to help more people like you find my channel. For now, I'm Justin King, helping you live your best life.